All praises to Yahweh by Hashem, Yahweh Shai. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Israel, which are of great millstone. And peace and blessings to the hopeful elect of Israel. That consists of the 1/3 of men, women, and children. And the rest of Israel that's scattered around the world that believe in the gospel of Yahweh by Yahweh Shai. And this is just a quick sit down of showing how the nation of Israel was scattered, you know. And this is a sit down based off the Apocrypha, 2nd Esdras, the 2nd chapter, and the 7th verse. And it says, "Let them be scattered abroad among the heathen. Let their names be put out of the earth, for they have despised my covenant." Who despised the Most High covenant? The ones that despise the Most High's covenant are these so-called blacks, Latinos, Native Americans. You know, that's why you Latinos, you're called Latinos, and Native Americans, y'all called Native Americans. You Latinos consist of the Northern Kingdom along with you so-called Native Americans. And you Cubans, so-called Cubans, the brothers in the South Americas, Central South America, the Mexicans so-called, y'all are known as the Northern Kingdom. And you so-called blacks, which consist of you so-called Haitians, are the tribe of Levi. You Jamaicans are the tribe of Benjamin. And the head tribe, the Negroes in America, are the tribe of Judah. And the Lord has scattered us because we broke the Most High's commandments. You know, we forsook his covenant. You know, our people made covenants with the heathens, which are so-called white people, Arabs, Africans, Asians so-called, you know, East Indians. Those are the heathens, you know. And remember, it says, let them be scattered abroad. All right. So right here in the Bible, in the book of James, James 1st chapter, James, a servant of Yahweh Hashem, Yahweh Shai, and of the Lord Yahweh Shai Mashiach, to the 12 tribes which are scattered abroad, greeting. You know, so the Lord has scattered us because we broke his commandments. You know, law, statutes, and commandments. That's why you have so-called blacks, Latinos in different parts of the world. You know, like Britain. You know, over there in Europe, Russia. You have so-called Chinese men, or women too. You know, they have black forefathers, Vietnamese. You know, a lot of them are Jakes, Cambodians. So the 12 tribes have been scattered due to slavery. You know, that's why the Aztecs were conquered, the Mayans, the North American Indians, they lost this land. You know, they were idol worshiping. They were going off. You know. Also too, the so-called blacks, you know, they were taken from the west coast of Africa. Because why? They went against the Most High. You know, they was going against the commandments. You know, our people rebelled against him, basically. You know, and when you rebel against somebody, you know, well, when you to rebel, you know, you're making war. You know, so that's what happened. What the fuck are you doing? You gonna fucking drive around? Salakia. I'm dealing with the Edomites. Okay, Salaki about that. I'm dealing with these Edomites. Fucking dumbass people. Okay, so the 12 tribes were scattered. And it goes into Deuteronomy. You can read Deuteronomy. The 28th chapter. Even before the 28th chapter too. But let's see. Oh yeah, and two, you know, people think that this is our own doctrine, that the apostles and the brothers on down teach. You know, this is not our doctrine. You know, Yahweh Hashem, Yahweh Shai is the Heavenly Father, and Yahweh Shai is the Son. So Yahweh by Hashem in the name of Yahweh Shai. You know, this is not our doctrine. It's the Lord's doctrine. Deuteronomy 32:2 it says, "My doctrine shall drop as the rain, my speech shall distill as the dew, as a small rain upon the tender herb, and as the showers upon the grass." You know, so with this doctrine, that's how this doctrine, you know, that's how the Most High's doctrine, you know, is flowing through the earth, through the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, you know. And the Lord said, this is my doctrine, you know. It's not ours. It's not something we made up. It fell, this doctrine basically came from heaven. You know, it's of the Most High. And his son, Yahweh Shai, is the word. You know, like this is the Holy Spirit to know the Most High's doctrine through the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, the brothers on down. You know. I just wanted to hit that up real quick. But I'm about to go back in Deuteronomy. Let's see, Deuteronomy 20. Oh shit, it's like it. Damn it. Deuteronomy 28. It says, Deuteronomy 28, and and it shall come to pass, if thou shalt hearken diligently unto the voice of the Yahweh thy power, to observe and to do all his commandments, which I command thee this day, that the Yahweh thy power would set thee on high above all nations on the earth. Okay, so it said that if we were to obey the Most High's laws and commandments, that he'll set us upon all nations. We'll be above all nations. This right here shows that the Most High is only for one group of people, and that's the Hebrew Israelites. All other nations, you Edomites, which are so-called white people, you Africans, which are really the Hamites, you Arabs, which are Ishmaelites, you Japanese and Chinese. The Japanese are the Ammonites, and the Chinese are the Moabites. You so-called Edomites, Elam, you know, Elam, the Elamites are the East Indians, and Japheth is like the Hawaiians. It's like the Hawaiians and so forth. You know, the Lord is not dealing with you motherfuckers. You know, the Lord is dealing with you so-called blacks, Latinos, Native Americans. We are the people that always that are more spiritual. You know, we talk about the Most High in our songs, most likely. You know, praying to Jesus and so forth. You know, we are the ones of the nation, the true nation of Israel. You know, these crackers are not it. The people in the land of Israel are not the real Jews. And it's spiritual how it's raining, because when we read in Deuteronomy, it said that the Lord said, you know, my doctrine shall drop as the rain. That's how his doctrine is flowing through the earth. You know, This doctrine is being preached in all the world, in the whole world. That's how brothers are waking up all around the world too. You know, through the apostles and elders of Great Millstone first, and the brothers on down that's up under them, you know, that's been taught the word. And not just Great Millstone. Great Millstone is the main camp, you know, that Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai is dealing with. But you have camps like DTA and camps like our camp that I'm establishing, you know, which is Brothers in Arms, 144,000. And then you have Men of Valor, you know, and we all learn from Great Millstone. And it said, you know, the Lord will put us above all nations in the first verse, and all these blessings shall come on thee and overtake thee, if thou hearken unto the voice of the Yahweh thy power. Blessed shall thou be in the city, and blessed shall thou be in the field. You know, our crops will increase. You know, we'll be blessed in our city. You know, we'll have plenteous. Blessed shall be the fruit of the body, and the fruit of the ground, and the fruit of the cattle, and the increase of thy kind, and the flocks of thy sheep. You know, we're gonna have, we're gonna be able to supply ourselves with our own substance. You know, through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai. We won't have to go to stores and buy our food anymore. We won't have to rely on government funding and so forth, you know, which is provided by the so-called white man that put you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and the Americans in slavery. It says, the Yahweh shall cause thy enemies that rise up against thee to be smitten before thy face. They shall come out against thee on one way, and flee before these 7 ways. You know, our enemies would be scared of us. As of today, with us being conquered, our enemies are not afraid. Though they know that we are the Hebrew Israelites, they're still sort of kind of shaky a little bit, you know, about being around us. You know, they look over their shoulders, but it's not like they tremble in fear when they see us. You know, we've been conquered, and a large majority of our people don't know that they're Hebrew Israelites. They think they're African Americans and Latinos and Native Americans, so-called. The Yahweh shall command the blessing upon thee in thy storehouse, and that's what I said too. And in all that thou settest thy hand unto, and he shall bless thee. Bless thee. Shall bless thee in the land which the Yahweh thy power giveth thee. The Yahweh shall establish thee in holy people. The word holy means separate. And holy people unto himself, as he sworn unto thee, if thou shalt keep the commandments of the Yahweh. If thou shalt keep the commandments of the Yahweh thy power, and walk in his ways. And our people didn't do that. Our people idol worship. You know, they murmured against the Most High, and they're doing that today. When we tell our people about them being the Hebrew Israelites, you know, they don't believe. You know, if that spirit hasn't been given to them, or that gift of belief hasn't been given to them, it's like it. They don't believe. You know, our people didn't walk in the ways of the Most High, and one time we didn't either. That's how we were Gentiles and heathens in the mind, you know. And it's a such thing as spiritual fornication, as how it said in the Apocrypha in Wisdom Solomon, I believe it's the 12th chapter. And it says, and all the people of the earth shall see that thou art called by the name of the Yahweh, and they shall be afraid of thee. And that's why I said, these other nations are not afraid of us, but though they look over their shoulder, they still have a certain type of conscience, you know, about like, damn, is he gonna do something to me? This Israelite is so-called black, or nigger, whatever the bywords that they call us, you know, this big, this Latino gonna do something such, you know? Is he you know, gonna jump on me? You know? But it's not like they just fear when they see us. They smile and stuff. We've been conquered. And we can't do nothing in society because, you know, we'll go to jail. It's not like how it was back in those times. And it says that, you know, if possible, you know, be at peace with all men. You know, we got to wait for the Lord, like how it says in Zephaniah 3 verse 8, I believe. And the Yahweh shall make thee plenteous, you know, shall make thee plenteous in goods, in the fruit of the body, and in the fruit of the cattle, and in the fruit of the ground, in the land which the Yahweh sware unto thy fathers to give thee, which is the land of Israel. I shall open unto thee his good treasure, the heaven, to give the rain unto the land in his season, and to bless all the work of thy hand. And thou shalt lend unto many nations, and thou shalt not borrow. But that's not what we're doing today. We have to borrow from these nations, because we're on the bottom. We're the tail. And the Yahweh shall make thee the head and not the tail. Let me read that again. And the Yahweh shall make thee the head and not the tail. And what are we today? We're the tail. We're the poorest people on the planet. We have to go and get government funding. We have to eat from food banks and so forth. Our people are the main sellouts, basically, too. You know? And it says, and thou shalt be above only. Fuck it. And we're not above today. We're at the fucking bottom. We live in the ghettos and slums. Yeah, you have other nations probably mixed in that live in the hood where Jake is, but you know what? They might be Israelites too, because wherever Israel is, that's where poverty lurks, you know? That's where the poor is, basically, you know? Our people, only Israelites are going through the curses, you know? You're going to have so-called Edomites, white people, they're going to be Israelites. It's through the spirit, not the fucking flesh. Africans, Hamites, you know, it's the same. Arabs, it's the same. You know, those are Israelite foreigners. Thou shalt not be beneath, and we are. If that thou hearken unto the commandments of the Yahweh thy power, which I command thee this day, to observe and to do them. Thou shalt not go aside from any of the words which I command thee this day, to the right hand or to the left, to go after other powers to serve them. That's what our people did. Like in Egypt, in the wilderness, they made that fucking golden calf. You know, they lost patience. They lost the faith of the Most High. You know, and our people doing that today by being Muslim, Buddhist, Baptist, Methodist, Christian. It's all the same. You know, and like, man, what the fuck why those religions ain't in the scriptures? Because they're other idols. They're of the other nations. You know, this Bible's for the Hebrew Israelites. All right, and it talks about the Most High and His Son, Yahweh Shai. This Bible was translated. Before it was this book, it was in the scrolls, and this Bible was written. Well, it was written and read in the Paleo Hebrew. You know, and when you read from 16 on down, from let's see, it says, but if let's see, Slakia, but it shall come to pass, if thou would not hearken, hear, you know, hearken, take heed unto the voice of the Yahweh thy power, to observe to do all his commandments and the statutes which I command thee this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee. And these curses go all the way down. It'll go all the way down to, man, all the way to about, shit. Man, you can read all the way down to the 68th verse. You know, our people fit all these curses. And this came to pass And the Yahweh shall bring thee into Egypt bondage again. Not actual Egypt. You can't go into Egypt with ships, But our people did come from Egypt, by the way of slavery. They was led out by Moses. All right. It says the Yahweh and the Yahweh, Deuteronomy 28:68, and the Yahweh shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships, by the way whereof I spake unto thee. Thou shalt see it no more again, and there ye shall be sold unto your enemies for bondmen and for bondwomen. No man shall buy you, no man shall save you. And we went into ships. We came over here to America, and that's how we know America is spiritually Egypt. We came over here. The so-called white man put us on cargo slave ships to serve bondage over here. And look on the back of your fucking dollar bill. You see a pyramid. So this is spiritual Egypt. That's what happened to you so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans. So-called Negroes, Slovakia. You Northern Kingdom, you Native Americans and Latinos were already over here, because y'all came over here during the Assyrian captivity. Y'all came over here to worship the Most High in a land that no man knew, which is Ozareth in the Apocrypha. All right. So our people, when you read from 16 on up to 68, that's what happened. Our people broke the commandments of the Most High. And we heard the blessings that we would receive if we kept his commandments, and we didn't. These other nations are on top, and they talk about us, But that's about to stop when Yahweh shall come back. Our people are going to be delivered, by the way of the elect. The elect and the 1/3, they're going to be beamed up into the chariots, which are so-called UFOs, and they're going to be saved when Yahweh shall come back. Everything is ordained. The rest of the nation of Israel, you so-called blacks, Latinos, and Americans, y'all going to be put to death. But you know what? After this go around, the kingdom of heaven is for our people, and the ones that took us captives and made us slaves, they're going to be slaves. All right. And I'm going to read something else. Basically I just touched on the point, and when we was on the west coast of Africa, we fled even before 70 AD 2. We fled to Africa because of Roman persecution. The Romans, which are so-called white people, were persecuting us. And the Lord told us to flee when we shall see them coming. I'm gonna read Deuteronomy 7:6. It says, For thou art an holy people unto the Lord, to the Yahweh thy power, and the Yahweh thy power hath chosen thee. So the Most High chosen you so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans to be his people. Hath chosen thee to be a special people unto himself, unto the Most High, above all people that are upon the face of the earth. The Most High the Yahweh did not set his love upon you, nor choose you because ye were more because you were more in number than any people, for ye were the fewest of all people. Our seed was small, it was more people than us, but the Lord had multiplied our seed. The Lord had multiplied Israel as the sand of the sea, like how it says in Hosea 1:10. Because the Yahweh loved you, and because he would keep the oath which he had sworn unto your fathers, hath the Yahweh brought you out with a mighty hand, and redeemed you out of the house of bondmen, from the hand of Pharaoh, king of Egypt. And today, that Pharaoh, king of Egypt, is Donald Trump. And the Lord is going to bring us out of Egypt again by the way of spaceships, swing low, sweet chariot. That's what's going to happen. The Lord is going to deliver the house of Israel, the elect, also from these other nations, not just America, but the earth as a whole is a prison house for the nation of Israel. Wherever Israel scattered at, that's their prison house. You know what I mean? Like, we done been put in slavery. All nations had us in slavery. So all these other nations, they're gonna fucking pay. You know? And if you're real friendly and friends with them, if they're not of Israel, you're gonna be put to death with them. You have to be for your people. The Most High divided the nations. Deuteronomy 32:8. You know? So with that, I just proved the point how Israel was scattered. I got into basically confusing the faces. How you know, you're gonna have Israel mixed up with so-called white people, which are Edomites and other nations. But it's the spirit that you should judge by, not by the fucking skin. It's their spirit. That's what matters. All right. I got into how what I said something about the destruction of America. I think I did. I can't remember, but it's through the spirit. You know. Uh, you know. Basically, I really hope I edified the body. You know, or to the ones that just woke up to the truth. You know. I'm gonna say all praise to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. Double honors to the apostles and elders of great millstone, which are of Israel, the nation, the true nation of Israel. Peace and blessings to the hopeful elect of Israel, the 1/3 that consists of men, women, and children. Shalom, and America is about to be destroyed soon. And this World War III is right here, man. The foot is in the door, basically, man. Like, the door of World War III has already been open. You're just waiting on for whoever. You're just waiting on for them to walk through the door. You know, like it's right here at the door, man. You know, just being serious. You know. So with that, keep the faith. Yahweh Shai is coming. He's coming. Shalom, and pray that you be delivered hope. You know. Shalom.